So Kim, tell me, what are the three conversations that you have with customers, or three questions that you have for customers that set them up for a good home buying experience?
So like we talked about in our last session, getting your pre-approval first and foremost, that really sets the boundaries of your budget. And so number one, I would say be realistic inside of what your budget is. Number two, setting your priorities. Is it the school? Is it the location? Is it commute time? Is it the age of the home, the quality, the condition of the home? All those things. It's, I joke that finding the perfect house is a lot like finding the perfect spouse. So you set those priorities as to what are the absolute must-haves, what are the things that I can kind of live with, and then what are the things that you just absolutely will not tolerate, and you prioritize them in that order. So
kind of on a budget first, and then
absolutely.
And timeline, and then priorities.
Absolutely. So you've got to be realistic within your budget. You set your priorities around all of those other items, and then your timeline really sets a precedence as well. If you are moving here to start a new job in 6 weeks, or you have a house under contract in California and you're trying to move here as soon as that one closes, that timeline jumps up on that priorities that some of those other priorities might have to go out the window so that you're not homeless by the time you get to Texas. And also being flexible within those three things. So they all work in tandem with one another.
Flexibility is key.
Yes, you're working with your agent, communicating with your agent, your realtor through that process to let them know that the priorities might have shifted a bit, or the timeline has moved up some. That's really going to make the process a lot more enjoyable.
Right. Well, I think of that question also when I'm talking with my customer. And for me, it's like I like to meet the customer in the format in which they like to do business and communicate business. So, we have those that, want to do everything on a digital platform. They want to apply online. They want all communication to be through text. But I want my customers to know that we provide the opportunity for you to do your application and your loan process communications securely, number one. But you can either do it from, applying online, uploading your loan documents, or we can even upload documents on the customer's behalf with their authorization, where they don't have to hunt for any paperwork. And that's the newest technology that we're using. So there's that. And then there's, some people like to make application by phone, can do it that way. Nobody ever makes application by mail, but they can. And then, the old fashioned way, which is, in fact, I had a gentleman just yesterday call me at 11:30 and said, I'd like to meet with you. Can you meet me at your office at 1 o'clock? And he came in and I got all of his questions answered. He made application, he saw his options, and he walked out the door ready to go. And he wanted that one-on-one experience. And so for me, it's about meeting that customer on the format and communicating with them on the ways that they want to communicate.
That's a good point, Bill. I think a lot of home buyers start their search process online. So they're looking at realtor.com or Zillow or whatever, but having that personal relationship with an actual human that truly develops a relationship and cares for you and finding your home. I think that's a huge priority.
Yeah, they kind of start online, but then they're like, I'm serious now. So now I want to have someone, guide me through this. But there's all types.
Absolutely. So if you're tired of perusing Zillow and ready to start your search, click below and connect with Kim or Bill, and we will get you set up.
All right.